Hey guys, I'm here again and I'll be giving you guys my top 10 loadouts. Now it's not in order because I'm too lazy to put it in order, but I'm gonna go 10 through 1 as the way I have it laid out right here from number 10. But right now, I think it's kind of funny because I know it's in the 10th spot right here, but this is probably the most underrated weapon in the entire game, the KN-44. Now, I have not seen this weapon used in rank match or really even public match in probably 6 months. I mean, this weapon is super underused, but it's really amazing. This loadout right here, I think I got this loadout from a pro player, a YouTuber named Zia. It's XIA. I think I got this loadout for him like 3 months ago. Anyway, this dude is probably one of the best players I've ever seen play. He gets basically what he does is he'll go and use a gun and just get a nuke with it really easily. And each video he has is a nuke with a different gun. But anyway, he nuked with this weapon, right? Like 3 months ago. And here's his loadout. And I've been using it for 3 months. It's amazing. Super underrated. Number 9, loadout, DRH. As you guys know, I bought the Lucky Draw in my last video. This Lucky Draw skin, I actually don't like it. I kind of regret buying it. It's really weird to say this, but you do better with the default DRH than you do with this. It just feels like your bullets, it's hard to explain. Like, like how you have a user gun and you just feel like good with that gun. I don't really feel comfortable with this weapon. I prefer the regular DRH, but because I spent so much money on this weapon skin, I'm gonna use it. But this loadout right here is pretty decent. It's not great ADS speed, but mid-range it dominates because DRH has really bad bullets per accuracy. So try this loadout. Number 8 is the Holger. The Holger is still the best weapon in the game. I don't care what anyone tells you, what your friends tell you. This was nerfed like 2 weeks ago. It doesn't matter. It's still by far, it's not even close. It is the best weapon in the game. Like if you want to go for nukes, use this weapon. There is no other weapon. Like if I'm playing against like a try-hard team, I use the Holger. If you watch any competitive play on any region and server where this is not banned, you have 5-man Holgers. It's amazing. This loadout right here is fantastic. You don't need bullets per accuracy because you're just spamming with 100 bullets. So I don't really use it that often unless I'm going against a try-hard team where I want to get a nuke, and then I use the Holger. Number 7 is the MX9. Here's the thing. I just put this loadout together literally 10 minutes ago, okay? But everyone's been saying that this is the best SMG in the game. I haven't used it. I kid you not. I haven't used this weapon at all. But I made this loadout. It's really good, and I prefer strafing speed as well as good ADS time. And so that's kind of why I put on Agile because I really want to get that sprint time to be super quick. Like after you sprint and you want to end down the sight, I want to make sure that speed is super quick so I can win those up close gunfights because at the end of the day, MX9 is for up close. Ace of 10. This is probably the second most underrated weapon in the game. So my number one most underrated weapon in the game is by far the KN-44 with this loadout. But the ASM-10 is crazy good. Oh my gosh, this weapon is so amazing. This loadout is probably the best loadout for the ASM-10 if you're using the default iron sights. Pretty decent ADS time. Zero to no recoil with this loadout. I mean, I was surprised when I threw this together, and I've been using this for like a week or two, and it's amazing. So underrated. Number 5 is the AK-117. This is probably another underrated weapon. Like if you guys are noticing, I like weapons that are one. I like assault rifles. I'm not really big on SMGs. I'm an assault rifle main. SMGs are the meta. Well, that and the Holger. ARs are not the meta right now, but I'm an AR person. And I think the AK-117. No one uses this weapon. I mean, let's be honest. You guys never see this weapon being used. But its loadout is pretty decent. It has a lot of kick to it, which is why I put on the rubberized grip tape. You can swap it off and put on the granulated grip tape if you want to, but I like having the rubberized grip tape on it. Number 4. So if you had this ASM-10 black and gold, I think this came out like maybe 2 years ago or something like that. But I think they may have brought it back. But I got it like 2 years ago. Anyway, it's really good. ADS time is decent. This loadout is overpowered. Like it kills so quick. And it even kills at longer ranges. Like the other loadout with the ASM-10, it's pretty good medium range. This weapon, you can kill snipers, 4 bullets, 5 bullets long range with no recoil. Okay, number 3, another AK-117 loadout. This AK-117 loadout does not have a suppressor on it. And recently, I've been trying out this attachment MIP like muzzle brake. I know what you're saying. The AK-117 doesn't have any horizontal kick. Why are you using the MIP like muzzle brake? but for some odd reason, it just makes the gun more stable. I can't explain it. Sometimes you just throw an attachment and it makes no sense why you're throwing it on there, but it works. That's kind of how it feels with this loadout right here. It's really, really good. The recoil is still there. Like the AK-117, it needs a buff. Like you can throw on 5 attachments that all help with the recoil, but the AK-117 will still have a kick. And that is why it's not very common among pros, among people who are beginners, especially with the recoil. And I don't understand because it has low damage. So you would think they would make it have a little bit of low recoil. But that's okay though. I still like the AK-117. RUS, probably one of the least used SMGs. Obviously the Chicken, but the Chicken doesn't count because Chicken is the worst weapon in the game. But besides the Chicken, this weapon is really underused. Everyone prefers the PP-19. PP-19 is good, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I took it off my loadout like 3 days ago because the damage is not there. Yes, you can strafe really fast with the PP-19, but it has really bad damage. So I highly recommend you guys trying this build. Obviously, a long range, it cannot compete with the PP-19. The PP-19 is amazing long range, right? Your bullets hit like a kind of like a bullseye. But the RUS medium range and close range, it does more damage than the PP-19. And I like to strafe a lot, as you notice. So that's why I use OWC Scuds in stock, and it's really good. Okay, we have one more class. This is the Man of War. Man of War, let's just be quite honest here, guys. No one uses it, but I like it though. It's pretty decent. You have to understand when you use weapons like the Man of War, the AK-117, the AS-10, you have to understand what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses. You should not be on the hard point trying to kill people with an SMG. You're going to lose every time. This weapon is best used on a head glitch at medium range, same as the ASM-10. Now, the ASM-10 is different because the ASM-10 is, I'm telling you guys, that thing could dominate close range. No one uses it, but trust me. But this weapon right here, it's not the best close range. So you want to keep your distance medium range, and you guys would dominate. So that's kind of my play style. I'm not a rusher, which is why if you're gonna see my loadouts, I mean the RUS, I kind of use medium range, but most of my loadouts are assault rifles. I just threw this together today, so it doesn't really count. But like what I use the most is ARs because I'm an AR person. And I prefer that medium range gunfight, right? But yeah, guys, that's my top 10 loadouts in no particular order. Like, comment, subscribe, and drop you guys' favorite loadout in the comment section. I would try it out. You guys can drop your favorite gun, your favorite attachments, your perks, whatever you guys want to drop in the comment section. And I'll make a video using your guys' best loadout. But yeah, thanks for watching the video and have a nice day.